Hey everyone, Dana here. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday in the whole year, and it's the holiday that I miss the most living here in Germany. My first few years in Europe, I really went to great lengths to try to celebrate Thanksgiving here in Europe, but I don't anymore. Why not? Like I said, I love Thanksgiving. For me, Thanksgiving was always about spending time with family and friends over some delicious food, and it always had this special, warm, comfortable, cozy feeling to celebrate Thanksgiving. And my first few years here, I really wanted so badly to recreate that cozy, special feeling of Thanksgiving here in Germany. So I thought to myself, okay, what do I need to make Thanksgiving in Germany? It wasn't easy to get our hands on a turkey, and I'm not even sure if our oven would have been big enough for one, so Mr. German Man and I cooked chicken instead. And we did have to go around to 4 or 5 different shops to find sweet potatoes, but in the end, it was a success. We did find sweet potatoes for my sweet potato casserole, so I was really excited about that. And pecan pie has always been my favorite Thanksgiving dessert, and so I really wanted to have that at my Thanksgiving in Germany. So I was like, okay, pecan pie. What do I need to make a pecan pie in Germany? Well, I need a pie tin. Pie tin. Yes, I could not find one of those here in Germany, so I made a substitution. Instead of a pie tin, I would use a skillet that could withstand the higher temperatures in the oven. Okay, so pie tin, check. What else? Well, one of the main ingredients in pecan pie is corn syrup. And again, this is something that I couldn't find in Germany. But I was like, that's no big deal. I'm sure there are recipes out there that make pecan pie without the corn syrup. And that's right, there were. But the problem there was these ingredients, instead of the corn syrup, were also something that I couldn't find in Germany. So now I had to make the pecan pie, substituting something for the substitute ingredient for the actual ingredient for the pecan pie. In the end, what I made resembled a pecan pie, and it wanted really, really badly to taste like a pecan pie, but it just wasn't a pecan pie. And I would say the pecan pie is a pretty good metaphor for my entire experience of trying to celebrate Thanksgiving here in Germany. The fourth Thursday in November is, of course, not a day off here in Germany. So if we wanted to celebrate Thanksgiving with our family here, we pretty much needed to do it on the weekend. So now, instead of a Thursday, we were celebrating Thanksgiving on a Saturday, 2 days after all of my friends and family in the US had already celebrated Thanksgiving. And I was doing this in a country where, of course, very few other people were actually celebrating the holiday. Living in the US, I had never realized that so much of the specialness of the holiday had come from the fact that so many people all around me were also celebrating it. Stores were decorated for Thanksgiving. People who didn't even know each other wished each other happy Thanksgiving. There was just something in the air. The whole day just had this electric charge to it. You could feel it. You could feel that it was a holiday. And this feeling was missing from my Thanksgiving celebrations in Germany. And of course, all of that, the lack of electric charge and the funky pecan pie and celebrating on the wrong day, all of that could have just been overlooked and forgotten about if I had had my parents there to celebrate with me. But I didn't. They were back in the US celebrating 2 days earlier. So after a few years of trying really, really hard to recreate that Thanksgiving feeling here in Germany, I stopped. In the end, I always found that trying to grab onto that holiday, trying to hold on to that feeling from the US, it always ended up making me feel more homesick and sadder than if I had just skipped it altogether. There have been so many new holidays and traditions that I've been introduced to living here in Germany. And over the years, I've just found that I need to let go of some of the traditions from the US. It hasn't worked for me to hold on to them so tightly. And for me, Thanksgiving was just one of those traditions that I kind of needed to let go of here in Germany. I can't. I simply cannot recreate my pecan pie that I love so much from the US. I can't make that exact same thing here in Germany. I just can't. It's not possible. The ingredients don't exist here. And neither do the ingredients that I need for my Thanksgiving feeling. And that's okay, because that's a part of moving abroad. You leave some things that you love at home. You have to. You can't take everything. But in exchange, you get the chance to become a part of some new traditions in that new country. So my question for you is, have you ever been to a Thanksgiving celebration, and what did you think of it? Please let me know in the comments below. And a special little Thanksgiving holiday riddle question for you. What comes before Thanksgiving, Halloween, and New Year's in the US, but not before Christmas? For the answer, check out my quick little video that will be going up on the Telekolleg Facebook page tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, at around 5 p.m. German time. I hope you get a kick out of the answer. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I do and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you could subscribe for more videos. And if you liked this video, you could show some love with the like button. And above my head, there's another video up there that maybe you'd like to check out. And for more photos and sometimes other short video clips, you can check me out over here on my Twitter and my Facebook page. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Happy Thanksgiving! What comes before Christmas? No. Stores were decorated for Thanksgiving. People that didn't even know each other wished each other happy Thanksgiving. Witched? I'm a witch. 2 days after all of my friends and family back in the US had already celebrated Thanksgiving, and they were all now trying to figure out what to do with all those dang turkey leftovers. But I was like, I'm sure there are recipes out there for making corn syrup without the corn, making pecan pie without the corn syrup. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen, and happy Halloween! Happy Thanksgiving! Wrong holiday.